Ruth Alcantara stepped closer to her grandmother. Then closer, and closer still. She crossed into the 6-foot buffer zone that had separated them for so long and wrapped her arms around the older woman. Hola, abuelita, extrañe mucho, she said, inches from her grandmother's ear. Hi, Grandma, I missed you so much. She felt a kiss on her forehead. Her throat constricted with emotion. As more Americans are vaccinated against COVID-19, reunions among loved ones are becoming increasingly frequent and, for many, hugging is the main event. First routine, then forbidden and now precious, hugs have come to symbolize the next phase of the pandemic, our emergence from the isolation of the past year. Simply put, hugs can't be given from 6 feet away. Alcantara, a student at Loyola Marymount University, and her grandmother live a 25-minute drive apart in the San Fernando Valley and saw each other every Saturday before the pandemic. But they hadn't been in the same room since February 2020. When Alcantara graduated from high school last spring, she stood on her grandma's front porch in her cap and gown so the older woman, her only living grandparent, could see her through the window. They have tried to talk on the phone, but it's difficult because of her grandma's poor hearing. But by April 3rd, her grandmother's 95th birthday, Alcantara had been fully vaccinated. They could safely embrace. The hug was long and familiar, Alcantara said. Her grandma was sitting in her favorite chair like she always had. Her sweater felt so soft, as her clothes always were. She didn't look any older. It felt like time hadn't really moved, but I know so much time has passed, said Alcantara, 19. Just putting her head over my head, I just felt so warm and so loved. Many of the newly vaccinated can recall their first hugs outside their pod. The dance as they negotiated comfort levels, the awkward joy of it. Those who declared themselves non-huggers before 2020 say they've been transformed by a year of touch deprivation. Some friends are going so far as to plan hug dates. Most humans crave physical touch from friends and family and feel they need it to maintain their close relationships, experts say. Hugs are a way of saying hello, offering support, asking for love, sharing joy and communicating emotions that may not be neatly translated into words. There's a lot more going on than, let me just put my arms around you for a second or two, said Kory Floyd, a University of Arizona professor who studies how affection is communicated in close relationships. In times like this, that message can be, I really missed you. Before Alcantara's visit this month, she had been worried that her grandmother was depressed. Her expression seemed gloomy in recent photos. But that didn't prove true. I thought she looked so young. Her smile was so beautiful, and I felt like I hadn't seen her like that in so long, she said.